Hello friends, I am Professor Vagmadi PR, working as Assistant Professor in Agronomy Department. Today we can see the practical exercise on the study of agroclimatic zones of Maharashtra in India. First of all, we can see the agroclimatic zones of Maharashtra. The Maharashtra has large size and varied topography. Rainfall in the state that varies from 15 centimeter in Western Maharashtra scarcity zone to 4025 to 500 mm in Ghat zones. The total rainfall received from southwest and the northwest monsoon is in 65 to 70 days, and during summer maximum temperature goes up to 45 degrees Celsius, and during winter the temperature range that is 4 to 5 degrees Celsius. The size so varies from laterite in the coastal region, then red and light brown in the hilly areas to heavy black clay soils of the varying depths of in the especially in plateaus. The Maharashtra state has been divided into 9 broad agroclimatic zones. We can see the in detail that is agroclimatic zones of Maharashtra, that is total 9. That is first one South Konkan coastal zone, that is in Vengurla, then North Konkan coastal zone, then Karjat, Western Ghat zone Igatpuri, sub mountain zone Kolhapur, then Western Maharashtra plain zone Pune, Western Maharashtra scarcity zone Solapur, then Central Maharashtra plateau zone Aurangabad, Central Vidarbha zone Yavatmal, then Eastern Vidarbha zone Sindhevai. You can see the details of map that is showing the different agroclimatic zones of Maharashtra, that is in the different colors. You can see here. Next point, that is in detail. You can see the one by one. That is first one South Konkan coastal zone, that is Vengurla. The area covered in this zone, that is Ratnagiri and Sindhudurga, and the soil type, that is lateritic pH, that is 5.5 to 6.5, and the suitable crops of this zone, that is paddy, Niger, finger millet, mango, arecanut, coconut, and the rainfall received, that is 3,100 mm rainfall. And second one North Konkan coastal zone, that is Karjat, area covered, that is Thane, Raigad, and soil type, that is lateritic, acidic, coarse, and the shallow. And the suitable crops of this zone, that is finger millet, paddy, sapota, banana, then mango, then coconut, and the rainfall received, that is 2600 mm. Third one, that is Western Ghat zone, that is in Igatpuri, area covered, that is Amboli, then Panda, then Amba, Kolhapur, western parts of the Satara, Pune, Ahmednagar, Igatpuri in Nashik, and the soil type, that is light lateritic to reddish brown, and the suitable crops of this zone, that is paddy, nagli, wari, kodra, then sorghum, groundnut, Niger, and the gram, and total rainfall received in the Western Ghat zone, that is 2600 mm. And fourth one, there is sub mountain zone in the, that is Kolhapur, total that is area covered, that is western parts of Nashik, Pune, Satara, Kolhapur, and Sangli, and the soil type, that is reddish brown to black, and pH, that is 6 to 7, and suitable crops of this zone, that is paddy, sorghum, bajra, maize, wheat, sugarcane, and gram, and the rainfall received, that is 700 to 2500 mm. And the fifth one, that is Western Maharashtra plain zone, that is in Pune, area covered, that is Solapur, Ahmednagar, Sangli, Nashik, Central Tehsil of Kolhapur, and the Satara, and the soil type, that is plain grayish black soil type, and the suitable crops like sorghum, groundnut, bajra, wheat, red gram, green gram, and the gram, and the total rainfall, that is 950 to 1250 mm. And the sixth one, that is Western Maharashtra scarcity zone, that is in Solapur, that is area covered Solapur, Ahmednagar, eastern parts of Satara, Sangli, Beed, Pune, Kolhapur, Dhule, Jalgaon, Nashik, Jalna, Aurangabad, and the Usmanabad, and the soil type, that is mostly found in the vertices, that is black soil, and suitable crops like sorghum, bajra, cotton, pulses, and then groundnut, sunflower, safflower, chickpea, and the rainfall received, that is less than 750 mm. And the seventh one, Central Maharashtra plateau zone, that is Aurangabad, and the area covered, that is parts of the Aurangabad, Jalna, Beed, Osmanabad, then major parts of Parbhani, Nanded district, then Latur, Buldana, Akola, Wasim, Amravati, Chandrapur, then Yavatmal, eastern Jalgaon, Sripur Taluk of the district, and the south Solapur. And the soil type derived from most of the Deccan trap, and they range from black to red colors, and the sorghum is predominant crop of this zone, and the cotton, soybean, groundnut, sunflower, safflower, green gram, black gram, and red gram are the suitable crops of this central Maharashtra plateau zone, and the rainfall of this zone, that is 750 to 950 mm. And the eighth one, that is central Vidarbha zone, that is Yavatmal. Area covered of this zone, that is Varda, major parts of Nagpur, Yavatmal, two talukas of Chandrapur, and the parts of the Aurangabad, Parbhani, Jalna, and Nanded, and the soil type, that is black soils of varying depths, and the suitable crops like cotton, sorghum, red gram, wheat, pulses, oilseeds, paddy, and the rabi sorghum. And the rainfall received, that is 950 to 1250 mm. And the last one, that is Eastern Vidarbha, in the Sindhevai area covered, that is Bandara, Gadchiroli, eastern parts of the Chandrapur district, then Umred Taluka of the Nagpur district, and the soil type yellowish brown to red, pH that is 6 to 7, and the crops like pulses, mostly the lathyrus, gram, then cereal crops like paddy, sorghum, wheat, chili, there is vegetable and the linseed. This is oilseed crops are mostly grown in this zone, and the rainfall of the Western Vidarbha zone, that is 1250 to 700 mm. These are the in details information about the agroclimatic zones of Maharashtra. Next point, that is point there in the, that is the agroclimatic zones of India. That is according to Planning Commission, as a result of the mid-term appraisal of the planning targets of the 7 plan has divided the country, that is 15 broad agroclimatic zones based on the physiography, soil type, then geological formation, and then climate, then cropping pattern, and development of the irrigation and mineral resources for broad agriculture planning and developing future strategy. And the agroclimatic zones is a land unit in terms of major climates suitable for certain range of the crops and the cultivars. This concept is given by Food and Agriculture Organization in 1983. We can see the maps showing the agroclimatic zones of India. That is total 15 agroclimatic zones. That is first one, Western Himalaya region, the zone. Second one, the Eastern Himalayan region or zone, and third one, the Lower Gangetic. You can see here, that is third. This is the Lower Gangetic plains, and the fourth one, that is the Upper Gangetic, and the that is fourth one, that is the Middle Gangetic, and the fifth one, that is Upper Gangetic, and sixth one, that is Trans Gangetic, and the seventh, that is the Eastern Plateau and Hills, and the eighth one, that is Central Plateau and Hills, then ninth, that is the you can say this is the ninth, that is Western Plateau and Hills, and 10th, that is the Southern Plateau. This is the Southern Plateau and Hills, and the 11th, that is this is the East Coast and Hills, and the 12th, that is the West Coast and the Hills, and the 13th, that is the Gujarat Plain and Hills, and the 14th one, that is the Western region, and the last one, that is 15, you can see here, Iceland region. This is Iceland. These are the details map showing the agroclimatic zones of India. You can see the one by one in detail. That is first Western Himalayan region. That is the most of the region, that is Jammu and Kashmir. Then the Himachal Pradesh. Then the hilly regions of the Uttaranchal or the UP. The climate of this region, that is more cool and humid, and annual rainfall 1650 to 2000 mm. And the soil is predominantly alluvial, and the valley floor grows rice, and the hilly tracts grows maize in the Kharif season. And winter crops are barley, oat, and wheat. The region supports the horticulture crops like apple, pear, peaches, cherry, almond, and walnut. And the cropping intensity of this region is very low, especially in Jammu and Kashmir, and highest in the Himachal Pradesh. And the major constraint of this region that is poor accessibility, then soil erosion, then landslides, then marketing and storage facilities. Then measures to develop this region, that is intensify the soil and water conservation planning. Land utility planning should be implemented. Then good storage for transporting, marketing, and the processing, and the irrigation management like water harvesting techniques to be followed. Second zone, that is the second one, the Eastern Himalayan region. This region includes Arunachal Pradesh, the hills of the Assam, Sikkim, Meghalaya, Nagaland, Manipur, Mizoram, Tripura, and the Darjeeling districts of the West Bengal. And the climate of this region, that is humid and subhumid, and the average rainfall 8040 to 3528 mm. And the main crops like rice, maize, potato, tea. Then jimming cultivation or the shifting cultivation prevails or mostly followed in this hilly areas of this region, and the major constraint, that is soil erosion. Then measures to develop this region, that is soil and water conservation for each watershed. Then educate the people about the harmful effects of land erosion. Then facilities of the good supply of the inputs, marketing, transportation, processing, and the storage. and also adaptation of the integrated farming system. And third one, that is lower Gangetic Plains, west, that is most of the area of this region, that is West Bengal, Eastern Bihar and the Brahmaputra. In this region, the climate is mostly humid and dry humid, and annual rainfall 1302 to 1607 mm, and the productivity of rice is lower than the national average, but contributes 12% of the total rice production of the country. And rice is the main crop, and other crops like jute, rapeseed and the wheat. And major constraint of this lower Gangetic plain, that is lack of good water management, use of local variety, less use of the high yielding varieties, then inadequate supply of the inputs, and poor marketing and the processing. Fourth one, that is middle Gangetic plains. This region includes eastern parts of the UP, that is Uttar Pradesh and the Bihar, and it is a fertile plain drained by the Ganga and its tributaries, and the climate is mostly moist, subhumid to dry humid, and annual rainfall 1200 to 11 to 1470 mm, and the 40% of the total crop area is irrigated, and the cropping intensity is 142%. The main crops like sugarcane, paddy, maize and wheat. And fifth one, upper Gangetic plain. This region includes the central west and the western parts of the UP and the Haridwar and the Udham Nagar districts of the Uttarakhand. The climate is dry, sub-humid and sub-humid to sub-dry climate, and the annual rainfall is 721 to 979 mm, and the main crops like rice, wheat, maize, and sugarcane. And the irrigation intensity is 131% and cropping intensity is 145%, and the milk production and processing units are being to be established. Then sixth one, that is Transgangetic plains. This region extends over Punjab, Haryana, Chandigarh, then Delhi, and the Ganga Nagar districts of Rajasthan. Then semi-arid characteristics prevails in this region. The annual rainfall is only 65 to 125 centimeter, and the cropping intensity is highest. The important crops like wheat, sugarcane, cotton, rice, gram, maize, millets, pulses, and the oilseeds. And measures to develop in this region, that is good water management and reclamation of the user soil, and then proper use of the groundwater, diversification of the crops, proper livestock and pasture management, then increasing area under vegetable, fruits, and the pasture. Then seventh one, that is Eastern Plateau and Hills. This region includes the Chotanagar plateau extending over the Jharkhand, Orissa, Chhattisgarh. The climate is moist, subhumid to dry subhumid. Annual rainfall is 1271 to 1436 mm. This region is deficient in water resource due to the plateau structure and the non-perennial streams. The important crops like rice, millets, maize, oilseeds, ragi, gram, and potato. The soils are red and yellow with occasional patches of the laterite and the alluvial. And the next one, that is 8th Central Plateau and Hills. This region includes 46 districts of the Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Uttar Pradesh, and the Rajasthan. And undulating soil topography, ravines are present. Climate is semi-arid to dry subhumid, and annual rainfall is 400 to 1550 mm. And the main crops like wheat, gram, jowar, bajra, paddy, oilseeds, cotton, and the sunflower, and the soils are mixed with the red, yellow, and black. The major constraint, that is scarcity of water. Measures to mitigate the water scarcity, that is water conservation through water saving devices like sprinkler irrigation or drip irrigation system. Then crop diversification, groundwater development, and reclamation of the ravine lands. Ninth one, that is Western Plateau and Hills. This region includes the Malwa Plateau and Deccan Plateau, that is in Maharashtra, some parts of the Madhya Pradesh and the Rajasthan, and it covers maximum parts of the peninsular area. This region is of the black regular soil, and the climate is semi-arid. Annual rainfall is 602 to 1040 mm. The net sown area, that is 65%, forest area 11%, and irrigated area, that is 12.4%. Major crops like jowar, bajra, cotton, and wheat. Irrigation is mainly done by the canals, and this region provides 50% of our country and best quality orange, grape, and banana. And the measures to improve this its condition, that is increasing water efficiency by popularizing water saving devices like sprinkler and drip system. Then lower value crops like jowar, bajra, and rainfed wheat should give way to high value oilseeds. Then improvement of milk production of cattle and buffalo through the crossbreeding, and along with the poultry development through should be encouraged. This 10th one, that is Southern Plateau and Hills. This region includes the greater parts of the Karnataka, then Andhra Pradesh and Tamil Nadu, and it is an area of dry zone agriculture. Annual rainfall is 677 to 1000 mm. That is 81% of dry land farming and the 111% cropping intensity. The major crops like coffee, tea, cardamom, and the spices. And suggestions of this region, that is proper utilization of dry land technology in watershed area, increasing fertilizer use efficiency, and minor irrigation use programs should be followed. Then 11th, that is East Coast Plains. This region includes the east coast of Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh, and Orissa. Climate is semi-arid. The dry sub-humid. Annual rainfall is 780 to 1287 mm. Soils are mainly alluvial coastal lands or the coastal sands, and they are troubled by the problems of alkalinity. Then irrigation through canals and the tanks. Major crops like rice, ragi, jowar, and bajra. This region contributes 20.3% total rice production and 17.5% in groundnut production, and 75% of the area is, that is the total area under the rainfed. And the suggestion of this area is that is the first one, main agriculture strategy includes the improvement in the cultivation of spices and development of the fisheries, and discouraging the growing of rice on the marginal lands, and the bringing such lands under the alternate crops like oilseed and pulses, and development of the horticulture in upland areas, and social forestry and dairy farming. Next one, that is 12, West Coast Plains and Ghats. This region includes west coast of Tamil Nadu, Kerala, Karnataka, Maharashtra, and Goa. The climate is dry, subhumid, and too humid. Annual rainfall is 2,226 to 3,640 mm. The soils are laterite and coastal alluvial. The main occupation is cultivation of spices and plantation crops. The major crops like rice, ragi, groundnut, and then tapioca. Suggestion for this region, that is storage of rainwater, proper use of groundwater, raising of high value crops like pulses, spices, and coconut, development of infrastructural facility, and the promotion of prawn culture in Blackish water. And 13th one, that is Gujarat Plain and Hills. This region includes 19 districts of Gujarat. It is an arid and semi-arid region. Annual rainfall is 342 793 1793 mm, and the 32.5% land is irrigated through well and tube wells, and the main crops of this region, there is wheat, maize, sorghum, groundnut, then tobacco, cotton, jowar, and bajra. And this zone is famous for the oilseed crop, hence known as the oilseed region, or the oilseed zone. Cropping intensity is 114%. About 60% of the area is drought prone. 78% area under rainfed, and the soils are rego type in the Plateau region, and alluvium in the coastal plains, and red and yellow soils in the Jamner area, uh, Jamnagar area. Then suggestions for this region, that is rainwater harvesting and its management, then dryland farming, management of canal and groundwater, and then development of agroforestry and arid horticulture. And 14th, that is the western dry region. This region includes 9 districts of Rajasthan. This region has the erratic rainfall of an average of only 95 mm, and the desert climate further cause high evaporation. This region has the scanty vegetation, no perennial rivers, drought occurs frequently. Main crops like bajra, gram, wheat, and the rapeseed. This region has 1.2% forest area, 4.5% pasture area, 6.3% irrigated area. Cropping intensity is 0%, and the suggestion for this region, rainwater harvesting, increasing a yield of level of the horticulture crops like watermelon, guava, and date palm, adopting high quality germplasm in the cattle to improve their breeds, adopting the silvipastoral systems over the wastelands. And last one, that is 15th Iceland region. This region includes Andaman, Nicobar, and Lakshadweep. Climate is humid. Average rainfall is 300 mm, spread over the 8 to 9 months, and largely forest zone with undulating lands. And main crops like rice, maize, millets, pulses, oregano, turmeric, and the cassava. And the nearly half of the crop area is under the coconut. And suggestion of this area, that is crop improvement, water management, and fisheries. Improved varieties of rice seeds should be popularized to be so as to enable the farmers to take 2 crops of rice in place of 1. Then blackish water prawn culture. should be promoted in the coastal regions. These are the details about the agroclimatic zones of Maharashtra and India. Thank you.